The reason that vlogging in public feels so awkward is because you may have noticed that I've switched up my filming style a little bit lately and I've been doing more vlogging. Now, here's the thing. I know that vlogging in public can be super awkward and you can feel really weird about it. But whether you're doing an Instagram story or you're vlogging for YouTube, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve to make you very comfortable on camera, whether you're walking around town or in your car or at the beach. So let's dive into my vlogging secrets, and I'm gonna show you a few of my favorite spots in Vancouver, my hometown, along the way. Let's do it. Tip number one is you want to plan your locations ahead of time. Now, obviously there's gonna be things that come up kind of spur of the moment, but it's a lot easier to get over the nerves and the fear when you kind of have a roadmap of where you're gonna go. That at least you can be in control of. So for me, if I'm planning out a day in the life video, I'm gonna think of where are all the places I'm gonna go during the day. I'm probably going to the gym, I'm gonna go to the local coffee shop, I'm gonna probably go to the beach, I'm gonna do a couple different things. So I wanna have a list of those locations so I know exactly where I need to go, and I can have a general idea of what those places are going to be like and who's gonna be around me and how much space I'll have, so that I'm not so nervous about the unknown, because the unknown is really what leads to the fear. Two is share your surroundings. So one of the greatest hacks to vlogging is knowing that you don't have to be talking to the camera the whole time to tell the story. You can just show it visually. So instead of talking on camera and feeling super weird about it, you can show people what you're doing. So right now I'm gonna head to one of my favorite local coffee shops and I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. Now you know exactly what I was doing without me having to actually talk on camera in the middle of a coffee shop, which can feel a little uncomfortable. So instead you want to show and tell the story. So instead of focusing on yourself and talking and narrating through the whole thing, focus on storytelling and taking little clips here and there, which brings me to my next point. Tip number three is think about it as an Instagram story. Story being the main focal point here is that you want to have a beginning, middle, and an end, and you want to have it make sense. The other thing that I love about thinking about it as an Instagram story is that you're going to train your brain to think in small sections. So you don't have to be talking for so long on camera, and you don't have to have all of this other footage. It just needs to be short, sort of micro chunks that you can then splice together and edit together later, so it doesn't seem as daunting when you're vlogging in public.
It is Friday afternoon. We took the afternoon off because I'm taking my mom
Shopping for Mother's Day.
I didn't even cue her. I didn't think she was going to say anything.
We'll never have, so you're doing the right thing. Quick change and ready for a night out, and I wanted to remind you that tomorrow I'm dropping a brand new video and I'm super excited about it because it's all my personal branding tricks, tactical tricks for how to blow up your personal brand. On my way to LA. I can't believe that this trip is finally here. I swear to God, it took me like a month to actually prepare for it. So I'm going to LA for work, for a mastermind, and then headed to London on Monday. Tip number four is mind the light and sound. You have no control really over your surroundings when you're vlogging in public, but one place you do have control is in your car. Now, I do not say that you should be vlogging while you're driving. I don't think that's a smart idea. I think it's distracting. So I often do when I'm parked, but it's great because it's quiet in my car and it's almost like this little mobile studio. So oftentimes I'll do Instagram stories, I'll do my YouTube videos just with my camera here and do it on the go. So the other thing that's really important when you're vlogging in public is, yes, the audio, but also the light. So you always want to make sure that you're facing the light and the natural light is in front of you, so you're not backlit. Try and do that as much as possible so people aren't distracted by the fact that they can't see you or can't hear you. And one of the best places to get natural light is at the beach. We are at my favorite beach in Vancouver, Sunset Beach, and this is where I love to come and hang out with my friends and just relax and read a book. And speaking of friends, that brings me to my next tip, which is the camera is your friend. The reason that vlogging in public feels so awkward is because you feel like you're talking to a camera and you don't feel like you're talking to a friend. But if you were walking down the street or walking on the beach with a friend, you wouldn't think anything of it and you wouldn't think about what people were thinking of you. So think of the camera as your friend. Brings me to my final tip, which is focus on the viewer. You're probably worried about two things when you're vlogging in public. What do people think of you? What do you look like? Well, actually, I guess three things. And are you bugging people around you? Here's the thing. The less you focus on that, the more you're going to create quality content for your viewer. So take away the insecurity of it by focusing on the value you're bringing to the person watching you. Now, having said that, general rule of thumb is be mindful of your surroundings, be respectful, and don't invade people's privacy or space. So you do want to keep those in mind. Having a camera in your hand is not a license to act like an idiot. So make sure that you're aware of that. If you're wondering what vlog camera I'm using right now, I made a whole video about it. Check it out right there. And subscribe and hit the bell for new videos every single Tuesday and Friday. And make sure you click the link below this video to get personal emails from me every single Friday. Talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day, and I will be enjoying the beach. Bye.